Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And thank you for coming to this presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Javier Peñín, VP Sales at Mirada PLC. It's a technological company providing software solutions for pay TV operators. And I would like to take this opportunity to talk how the industry and how the video landscape is evolving these days, what is going on and what is happening, what we think might happen as well in the future. So let's go. Making some sort of history and coming back a few months or even few years back, what happened at some point is that the situation between the pay TV operators and the premium content providers was quite balanced. All of them were happy. Content was providing their product to the pay TV operators. Eventually, at some point, with the entrance of the new technology like the OTT, something happened. Premium content providers started to think how to approach the users, how to provide services directly, and there was like some shake of the situation. There was a bit of concern from the pay TV operators. Subscribers were moving from traditional platforms to the new platforms, and it took some time to reach an agreement or to reach some sort of balance. And what happened at the end was that they learned to live in harmony, and they learned how to make business, how to reach a win-win situation. It looks like today this is happening, and it is a reality. If we try to enter more in detail what has been going on and what are the forecasts for the coming years, basically we can see what is expected to happen on the pay TV revenues, and we can see like there is a slowdown on how the revenues are increased, while we can see what is happening on the OTT revenues. It is not only growing, it is expected to accelerate the growth in the coming years. So it is interesting to see that although OTT is far away in terms of revenue, yet in comparison with the pay TV, it is a reality that the trends are clear. OTT is here to stay, and it is very attractive for the industry. When we talk about the subscribers growth and what it is also expected to come in the next years, we can see here the effect of traditional pay TV operators are expected to decrease in terms of subscribers, while it is clear that if they engage to the OTT or even for the pure OTT platforms, they are expected to grow in the coming years. So we can see another market trend on how this is evolving and how the market is moving. If we move to one of the three main parameters of the industry, we can check how the ARPU is also evolving. Coming back to 2014, the OTT video ARPU for the whole pay TV ARPU was close to 20%, while it is expected to grow from up to more than 40% by 2023. So all these three aspects together, the revenues, the subscribers growth, and the ARPU, is really a very attractive way of bringing some interest from big tech companies to this industry. This is in reality what it is going on. So we can see what is happening. We have these four big technical companies, Google, Amazon, Facebook, and Apple, which are really coming to the video industry, and they are willing to be here for time and to invest quite a lot of money. What are the main resumes and how they rely their strategy? The first one is the brand value. We can see here up to 2018 that among the top 5 brands, the 4 of them are in this list. In fact, based on latest Forbes report from this year, from 2019, the only replacement that they have detected is Samsung being replaced by Microsoft. But still, the 4 of them are in this list, which it is really huge. Let's put an example of how these companies are able to engage their subscribers. If we see the kind of reaction that is creating on the users, based on the Maxboard survey in 2018, up to 44% of millennials declared that they would rather give up sex for a year rather than to quit Amazon, which, I mean, in fact, let's see. No comments on that, okay? But it is a reality that there is a huge engagement on these companies. When we see how they are coming as well, they are bringing a huge amount of investment. We can see here Netflix as the top one in the coming years and the top one in the past years. But the important thing here is what is the trend. It looks like big companies like Apple and Amazon are really willing to invest huge amount of money on content production, original content production for them. So in fact, this is, let's say, another key point to take into account what we can expect that will happen in the coming months, in the coming years. Let's take a look of markets like the US. What is happening in these kind of markets? When we take the share of the OTT video revenue by provider from 2015 to 2018, it's interesting to see that there is not so much change on the other digital media. What we can see is that new actors are appearing, so we can see Facebook in this case as well. But it is interesting to see how Amazon has grown and how it looks like the piece of the cake that they are taking is from Netflix, which is an interesting effect of what is going on. As well in this market, we can see here, and this is also interesting to see the percentage of the cake that the traditional TV is still in place. What we can say, traditional TV is still king, is still here. It will take a few years. We can see that the cake is now shared also with other companies that are coming into the picture. So we can see the big ones, the big technical companies. But let's see if we take a look to the mid and long term. What is going on? We can see traditional TV. Really, the growth is slowed down. It is not moving so strongly as we could expect. But we can see that the main growth is coming from the big companies, Google, Netflix, Facebook in this case. Okay. Let's take a look also, and we need to take a view on what the new generations are bringing into this industry. If we see here how it is evolving in terms of the younger generations, we can see that from 2011 to 2017, which is each one of the bars, it is interesting to see that the younger generations are really dropping down the traditional TV consumption. So they are moving to other ways of content consumption. And that is clear that this is a trend that has been for a few months already and will continue. Okay. Let's stop for a while of what happened last year, and this is very linked to the new generations as well. Please raise your hands, all those have heard anything about Fortnite. So this is my case. Raise your hands as well, all those have kids that are playing Fortnite. So this is my case as well. It looks like not so much. Raise the hands, all those have spent any amount of money on Fortnite during the last year. Not my case, but I see you spent some money. Okay, why I bring this into this presentation? It is interesting to see the kind of effect of what happened last year with Fortnite. It is impressive to see the growth they had in just a single year. During 2018, they managed to grow their platform from 45 million subscribers up to 200 million subscribers. And the most important thing to see also is that they were able to earn up to $2.4 billion during last year. Take in mind that it is a free of charge game. So it is impressive the kind of numbers that they managed to achieve. How they, they relied their success in three main pillars. The first one is to be part of a group, to be part of the social networking. I want to be part of being recognized inside my friends as another one that is playing with my team in this game. The second one is focus on the barriers, the entrance barriers. It is a free of charge to play, so this is enabling very strongly the kind of growth that they can achieve. And the third one is the facility to make in-app purchases. It is important to enable the users to increase their engagement, to increase their image in these games, and somehow they are improving and they are paying money in order to participate more actively in these kind of games. Okay, so there is a clear value of these generations that are able to create not only a huge growth in terms of subscribers, also a huge growth in terms of revenues. Okay, let's take a look, and coming back to the four big companies that are part of the presentation today, what they are doing in terms of the video. If we can see, and the relationship with the younger generation, we can see that on the top 5 millennial brands during last years, 2 of them are in this list. The first one, top one, is Apple. The fifth one is Amazon. So there is a clear engagement between these companies and the new generations that are coming. Okay, let's take a quick overview on how they are moving into this industry as well, and what they have been doing. Apple, they just recently the new platform, but basically during the first deployment they relied very strongly on their subscribers. They rely on the loyalty of their subscribers. So basically what they are doing today is just recently they announced a huge investment on content. Let's see what happens. It is a reality that they are here to stay, and they are really willing to invest money on that. In the case of Facebook, their approach was more related to advertising. They relied at the beginning on the advertising video on demand solutions. So what they were trying to target was the different content linked to the advertising. Some reports says that Facebook had still some work to do in terms of getting better measurements on how the advertising is working in order to attract more advertisers for the platform. But the interesting move that they are also doing is that they are entering and they are investing in the core of the traditional TV business. So this is an interesting move, because what they are just investing money is in specific rights for live sports TV content. And what could be the strategy behind that? Who knows? Maybe it's just a way of engaging with the users, of taking the users as much or as long as possible in the platform, learn from them, and then at the second stage, let's see what I can sell to them. But it is a different strategy, and it looks like they are also willing to continue in this line. Amazon, what we can say about Amazon? I don't think no one haven't heard about them. They are really aggressive in the market. They have linked very much their growth on the Prime Video platform to their Prime service. So this has taken them to be successful, and basically we can see the numbers. On 2018 they reached up to 75 million subscribers, and it is expected to grow up to 100 million subscribers by 2020. So it is clear that they are also with a lot of interest on providing this kind of content. How they are approaching the pay TV operators? I think that they are approaching in a friendly way. I mean, it is clear that they even announced their position, like, okay, I am approaching you as a pay TV operator, helping you to engage your subscribers and growth in terms of subscribers, your own platform, because I'm going to provide you services and content. Okay, so this is how it is going. And Google with their Android TV. I mean, we can see all around the show. It is a market trend. Few months already, everyone talking about it. Interesting to see the total growth that it is expected in the coming years. Basically, very linked and relying on the growth in Europe and Asia Pacific, but we can see that also North America and Latin America are expected to grow. So, again, a lot of expectations, what the industry and what Google itself is expecting to move. And also approaching the industry in a very friendly way. Basically, they moved from the previous Android TV AOSP to operator tier. The message is clear. I want to be sensible to what I think the pay TV operators likes or needs. So what they are bringing to the situation is approaching pay TV operators flexible way. Let me what you need, and I can do it for you. Okay, and it looks it is working. If we take a look on how they moved, and this is just an example of all the operators that embraced this technology, moving from Android TV AOSP to the new platform operator tier, and there are much more to come. So this is like a market trend and full steam. This is how it is working. Okay, so as a pay TV operator, what is my position on how I feel about what is happening today? It is clear that with Google, with Apple TV Plus, recently announced a few weeks ago, let's see what happens. They are just monitoring. Facebook Watch, I think they are just taking a look far away of how they are moving, what is going to happen with them, how they are investing the money in the content. Prime Video, it's a question mark. I mean, there is no doubt how aggressive Amazon can be in a market. Different business, they can be very, very aggressive. Let's see what is the position in the market in terms of video approach and how they are trying to link with and to engage with the pay TV operators. And Android TV, I think, is the clear or the most clear example of the operators just embracing Google and help me. You are the one that can bring me to the right line or the right path to grow. Okay. Some questions that could be answered or could be made from the operator side. Is this a threat? Maybe. At the end, there are some questions that needs to be addressed. Who will own the customer? Who will own the subscriber? Will be the new actors coming to the picture? It will be the pay TV operator that is already engaged with the subscribers. Who owns the know-how? Who have the data? Who learns from the users? How I will be able to provide additional services to my users? And the final one, another one could be, okay, me as a pay TV operator will be able to drive my product evolution. Who will control this evolution of the solutions that will come in the near future? It is clear that there is a change in the video landscape, new big companies coming, and with every change, there could be an opportunity. Why not? Okay, what could be the opportunities? It is clear that it will be an easy path for a global applications platform, easier way of accessing new services, new way of providing features and services and applications to the subscribers. Internet of Things, a new way of revenues for the near future, who knows? But it is clear that it is not only just a matter of the video landscape, content consumption, it is also a matter of, okay, how to go beyond that and how to provide more services. And for sure, the pay TV operators could embrace this trend, and they are already taking a look on how to provide additional or added value services to the subscribers. And the final one, the addressable advertising. I mean, if I am able to learn and to know what my subscribers and my users like willing to pay, and how they are engaged to that, I will be able to provide and to offer them added value services, not only from the perspective of the video consumption, but also from the perspective of the Internet of Things and going beyond that framework or that ecosystem. Okay. What can the operators, the pay TV operators, do? I think that there are two main areas where they can really work and they can move. The first one is they already have an existing engagement and relationship with the subscribers. There is an existing relationship in terms of payments, in terms of I give you the services and the subscriber is paying for those services. And why not to reinforce that relationship? The second one is, how the pay TV operators can embrace and how they can approach the new generations. Okay, we have seen that they are bringing a lot of capabilities to grow and to generate revenues as well. How to reinforce the existing relationship? It is clear that the new users, and I think that I think all the users, what they want is to have flexibility. It is not a matter that they are not, we are not willing to pay for a service I like. It is a matter of I am willing to pay for a service I like at the time I consume it. And when I'm not interested anymore, make my life easy. I just disconnect and I will connect to another service. So this is maybe a potential way of reinforcing that relationship, provide flexibility to the users and to the subscribers. Okay. There is also a way of becoming the central hub and one-stop shop. Let's say that just link to me, I will provide all the services you need. I will work proactively on providing and offering you the services I think you like it. And you will just not only consume the content I think you like, but also get the services that I think you like. And this is also a way to reinforce that relationship for the pay TV operators. And for sure, it is essential to have a unified access to the services. I don't think any user likes or wants to learn how to get access to a content, and then now I am moving to another place or I am moving to another device, and I need to learn again how to get access into these services. So it is really important that there is a unification, and once I learned how to enrich my life with services, with content, do it whenever and with any device I have on my hands. Okay. What the pay TV operators have for sure is a challenge ahead. I mean, there has been a lot of changes in the industry in the past. As we were mentioning at the beginning of the presentation, they overcome. For the pay TV operators, is essential to understand what is going on, to learn from the past, to be working proactively on getting a balance. And what it is clear is that the pay TV operators will be always key in the video landscape. Okay. So thank you very much for your attendance. I'm at your disposal for any questions you have. You can visit us as well on our booth, which is very close to this area. And I also invite you to attend in half an hour to the panel theater, where our CEO will also attend there to talk about the future in the industry. Thank you.